Hello, my name is Rich. I'm a meter technician in JEA's commercial meter shop. As a meter technician, my job is to maintain, troubleshoot, and test various types of electric services and electric meters. The best part of my job at JEA is being on the go, place to place, troubleshooting metering issues and working with my hands. If you're interested in becoming a meter technician, pay close attention to the following video. We will demonstrate the exercises and provide tips for successfully completing the physical agilities testing required to become a meter technician. This is a ladder carry event. The objectives of this exercise are to demonstrate the ability to safely remove a 20-foot ladder from the ladder rack on a van, carrying it 50 feet, and set up the ladder as instructed. Climb the preset ladder, safely tie off with a safety belt, and lean back for 10 seconds. Then undo the safety belt and climb down. And finally, take down the 20-foot ladder, carry it back to the van, and replace it in the ladder rack as instructed. All tasks handling the ladder must include maintaining positive control of the ladder. This is a timed event. Just prior to the start of the event, you will stand beside the van. Once you are in position, I will issue the ready, go command and the timer will begin. First, remove the ladder from the ladder rack, lifting the ladder off of the rack. Number 2, pick up the ladder and prepare for the carry. Number 3, carry the ladder to the pre-marked setup site. You may put the ladder down and readjust your grip as needed, but losing control of the ladder, dragging the ladder, or dropping the ladder at any time will constitute failure of the event. 4, place the ladder feet on ground at the setup site inside the pre-marked box painted on the ground. 5, use a rope to assist in raising the ladder, moving the ladder hooks to the pre-marked position. When done correctly, the top 3 rungs of the ladder will be above the point where the ladder rests against the structure. 6, lean the ladder against the structure. 7, lightly lift up the bottom of the ladder and push forward to set the feet properly. 8, move over to the pre-positioned tied off ladder. 9, put on the safety belt. 10, stop momentarily so an administrator can check proper fit of your safety belt. 11, when I say continue, use the 3-point rule and climb the preset ladder 1 rung at a time until your waist is even with the beam. Make sure you keep 3 points of contact at all times. 12, continuing the 3-point rule, remove one end of the safety strap from the D-ring on your belt, wrap the strap around the ladder rung and beam as demonstrated, and then reattach the safety strap to the other D-ring on your safety belt. 13, stop momentarily so an administrator can check proper strap placement before you lean back. 14, when I say continue, you must place both feet on the same rung, straighten and lock your legs, and lean back to the full extent of the safety strap. Then raise your hands while I count out 10 seconds. Your legs must be kept straight for the entire 10 seconds. The 10-second count will not start until you are in the proper position. When the 10-second count is complete, an administrator will instruct you to proceed. 15, using the 3-point rule, undo one end of the safety strap from the D-ring, unwrap from the beam and ladder rung, then reattach to the same D-ring as the other end of the strap. 16, climb down the ladder and then remove the safety belt. 17, move back to the original carried ladder. 18, lightly lift the bottom of the carry ladder and pull out to reset the feet to flat. 19, stand the ladder upright and use a rope to help slightly raise the extension to release the catch and then lower the fly down to the bottom to its original positioning. 20, tie the tie rope securely around the ladder rungs as demonstrated. If the rope falls and creates a tripping hazard during the event, you will fail the event. 21, slowly lean the ladder over to the ground or to a carry position. 22, pick up the ladder and carry it back to the van. 23, place the ladder on the ground below the ladder rack. 24, using one of the methods demonstrated, pick up the ladder and place it on the rack. The position where the ladder should rest on the rack hooks are marked with arrows. 25. Once the carry ladder is back in position and you remove your hands from the ladder, I will say stop to end the event. This is a wire color determination event. The objective of this exercise is to demonstrate the ability to properly place 8 wires of different colors commonly used on the job in their proper location on a test block using the diagram provided. This is a timed event. Ready, go. You will take 1 wire of each color and place each wire into its proper location according to its color as indicated on the wire diagram. In other words, you will be placing a total of 8 wires out of the 24 that are in the box. You must place a total of 8, but only 1 of each color. Once you have placed your last wire and believe you have successfully completed the task, you will say done to end the event. Stop. This is the wire rack event. The objective of this exercise is to demonstrate the ability to safely maneuver a wire rack out of a van, pull it along the ground for 60 feet, and return it to the stowed position in the back of the van. This is a timed event. Just before the event starts, you will get in position directly behind the van with the back door open, but you cannot be touching the wire rack. When I call out ready, go, first, use the handle to slide the wheel end of the wire rack out of the van and place it on the ground using proper lifting and lowering techniques. Number 2, grab the handle of the wire rack and lift the non-wheeled end off the ground. Number 3, pull the wire rack to the pole, circle the pole, and then return the wire rack to the van. Be sure to walk, not run, while pulling the wire rack. Number 4, reverse your steps to place the wire rack back in the van. Specifically, use the handle to lift the non-wheeled side of the wire rack and rest it on the back of the van. Then use the other handle to lift the wheeled side of the wire rack and place it into the van. Slide the wire rack as needed to get it completely inside the van. Number 5, once the wire rack is completely inside the van and you remove your hands from the wire rack, I will say stop to end the event. This is a 500 MCM cable cut event. The objective of this exercise is to demonstrate the ability to safely cut a piece of 500 MCM cable utilizing JEA approved manual cable cutters. This is a timed event. Ready, go. Stop. This is the PT lift and carry event. The objective of this exercise is to demonstrate the ability to properly lift and lower an object weighing around 50 pounds and carry it twice for a distance of 16 feet. This is a timed event. This is the bucket truck event. The objectives of this exercise are to demonstrate the ability to 1, climb onto the bucket truck and to the bucket properly following safety protocols. 2, ride in the bucket to different heights and through various maneuvers. 3, perform work out of the bucket at a 40-foot height using a dog bone wrench to install and remove a 1 1/8 inch nut and washer on a bolt installed on a cross arm. The majority of this event is untimed. The exception is the short period when you install and remove the nut and washer at 40 feet off the ground as a realistic job preview to you for working at heights. Please keep in mind that it is not uncommon for job incumbents to perform work at heights greater than 40 feet. If you have never been in a bucket truck before, it is important for you to realize that the movement of the bucket will likely not be smooth. We will move from a ground level to approximately 40 feet for you to perform the timed task. Once completed, we will extend the boom fully to reach a height of approximately 55 feet off the ground. Before returning to the ground, we will rotate the bucket 360 degrees at full extension. And 4, climb out of the bucket and off of the bucket truck following the same safety protocols.
This is the post hole dig event. The objective of this exercise is to demonstrate the ability to dig a 18-inch by 18-inch by 24-inch deep hole with the post hole diggers within the allotted time. This is a timed event. Just before the event starts, you will get in position at your assigned digging location, holding your set of post hole diggers. Ready, go. When I call out ready, go, you will dig a hole 18 inches wide by 18 inches long by 24 inches deep using a post hole digger as described. Make sure the sides of the hole are squared off. To ensure the hole is big enough, we suggest you dig away the paint. When you feel the hole is the proper size, ask an administrator for a check at any time to verify the hole size. For a hole to be considered finished, once the standard frame is inserted into the hole, the top of the standard frame must be level with the ground surface or below the ground surface.
Can you check, please?
In other words, the entire frame must fit inside the hole. You should watch when the administrator checks the hole so you know where the additional digging would need to occur. Please note that the timer does not stop during checks. If the hole is not complete, the administrator will instruct you to continue digging until the hole meets required dimensions. If the hole is complete, the administrator will say your last name and good to the end of the event. After I call out ready, go, you will have 19 minutes and 5 seconds to complete this event.